All right, we're recording. It's Tuesday. So yeah, I'm just going to sit right here. So wherever you are, lie down if you choose. Welcome everyone. Glad to see all you folks healthy and well and ready to do some yoga. So feel down through the sitting bones if you're seated, or down through all the parts of the body that are in contact with the mat if you're lying down. Just find that connection, kind of settling in and letting the weight of the body just melt down into the mat or the chair. And then release, just start to release and soften. Yeah, the brow unfurls, the jaw releases. The chin comes in a little bit to relax the neck. And the shoulders, belly and hips, the legs, the toes, the feet, arms and hands and fingers. You can close the eyes or come to that soft focus. And bringing the awareness into what you sense and what you feel. Adjust if you'd like, find more ease. Find the breath. Gentle movements if you'd like. And then releasing. Deepening the breath here. Starting with the belly, moving gently into the middle and upper chest. And now bring the inhale even deeper, even higher up into the chest, up under the collarbones. Ujjayi breath. Exhaling, and one deep inhale in. Open the mouth and let it go. Ah, yes, good. Coming to the mat, coming to that upright seat. Yeah, good. Shoulders draw back. Bring the hands to the knees. Lift up tall. Yeah, still continuing that deep breathe, those deep inhales and exhales. And now bring the arms wide with the palms down toward the floor. Draw the arms in, reach wide through the fingers, taking up space, finding length in the body today. Remember, breathing, focusing, surrendering. Turn the palms up toward the ceiling, and as you inhale, let the arms drift up. Turn the palms out, exhale and lower. Inhaling, the palms lift. And exhale and lower. This time, bringing the hands out in front, palms face in as the hands lift. Turn the palms forward, press forward through the heels of the hands as you exhale the hands down. Again, lifting the arms to the ceiling. Turning the palms forward, exhaling. Good, all right, coming back to that upright seat. Bring the shoulders to the ears and then take the shoulders back and down. Good, let that one go. Inhaling, bring the shoulders up. Shoulders come back, shoulder blades towards center and down. Releasing, inhaling the shoulders up. Exhaling the shoulders back and down. Hold the shoulders back, gently move the head. So sure, hold the shoulders back and then you can just gently move the head side to side, relaxing the neck as you do that. Still breathing. And release the shoulders. All right. Hands out to the side, fingertips down toward the floor. Getting tall, turn the palms up. Inhale the hands up. And exhale, bring the right hand down and slide it out, arcing right. And checking that left sits bone on the mat, or the block, or the chair. Inhale, the hand comes back up, or bring the right hand up. And exhale, the left hand down, arcing left. And now bring the right hand or the left hand back up. Do this so many ways, sometimes I forget. Exhale, palms out, and the hands come down. All right, good. Couple shoulder rolls here. Moving the head, keep the neck relaxed. Couple of twists. Let's twist to the right. Left hand comes across, right hand behind. Lifting, releasing, and exhale and twist. Inhaling, come to center, and a gentle twist here to the left. And back to center. Now let's go to the right and extend that right arm. Gazing back toward the extended hand. Exhaling, come to center, and that extended twist down to the left. And exhaling back to center. Oh, good. All right. So let's come over onto all fours. Curl the toes into downward dog. Whoa, got there fast today. That's good. So take a breath or two right here in downward facing dog. Knees are bent, fingers spread wide. Yeah. Wag your tail, side to side. Feeling that Stretch in the wrists as you move the hips one side and then the other. Opening the ribs, feeling it in the shoulders. Good. Now one heel toward the mat, then the other. And now bend the knees deeply down toward the mat, almost not touching the mat. Strong through the hands, pressing the hips back. Straighten those legs, both heels down toward the mat. And bending the knees way down there. And straightening the legs, both heels toward the mat. Yeah, good. Now work the heels a little more. And step or float to the top of the mat and come into half lift. Shoulder blades on the back, press the belly toward the toes. Good. Legs are almost straight. Feeling that stretch in the back of the legs as you press the belly down. One more breath. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Let the head release. Gently move the head, neck is relaxed. Check those heels turned out slightly. Hands on a block or fingertips on the mat. Feel the belly touching the thighs. Good. Working the heels, one in one side and the other. Now really get deep into this now. Let the top of the head really go down toward the mat, face toward the knees. Press with the feet to lift the hips. And breathe. Inhale, come back to half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back with the right foot way back toward the back of the mat. Come into that high lunge. Good, breathe here. Really pressing back through that right heel. Letting the hips settle. Working to get the hips lower than the shoulders. Think about a straight line, top of the head to the heel of the right foot. Now step that right foot up beside the left, come into half lift on an inhale. Exhaling, hands to the mat, big step back with the left foot. Finding that high lunge, hips settle, lifting the back knee. As you breathe, settle just a little bit lower. One more breath here. And step the left foot up beside the right into half lift. 2 breaths here. And as you exhale, hands come to the mat, both feet back into plank. Strong as a board, straight as a board. Knees can come down, lower halfway. Press back up and lower halfway. And press back up, lower halfway. Press back up. Hips come up into downward facing dog. Breathe. And now step or float, top of the mat, half lift. Exhale into the forward fold. Get long in the spine, bend the knees, press the belly into the thighs, arms wide, press to come up. Exhale, mountain pose. Yeah, good. Feel what you feel after that energetic flow. High lunge to plank, downward dog and back. Take a deep breath in, let it go. Inhaling the hands up. Exhale, right arm down, arc right. Gazing up to the left. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale that twist to the left. Inhaling the left hand up. Exhale, arms wide, twisting right. Hands up. Exhaling, twist left. Inhale up. Bring the hands through the heart, hinging into forward fold, releasing down. Get long, press the belly down, reaching forward with the hands. Coming up. Exhale the hands back. Inhale up. Draw the arms back. Exhale, mountain pose. Yes, okay. Feel that solid grounding through the feet on the mat. Pick the mat up with the toes. Lift all 10 toes and bring the pinky toes down. And then the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, and the big toes. See what you're doing with your fingers here. And then lift the big toe. Lift the second toes, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. Good. Then bring all the toes down, pressing down through the feet. Inhale the arms up. Exhale into forward fold for sun salutation A. Coming to half lift. Exhale, float back to plank. Take that breath here. Elbows in, lower down. Come up to cobra. Strong cobra here. Keeping the neck long though. One more breath. Light pressure in the hands. And now up to the knees or full plank, downward dog. Good. Lift that right foot hip height. Press back through that right heel. Bring the right knee to the right elbow. Now, Kick it back, hip height. Three-legged dog, across to the left elbow. Kick it back, up the middle. Knee toward the knee, nose toward the knee, and kick it back. Good, bring the right foot down, take a breath. And lift the left foot, hip height. Strong, pressing back. Left knee to left elbow. Kick it back. Cross to the right. And kick it back. And up the center. Nose toward the knee. Kick it back. And bring the left foot down. Take a breath. And float to the top of the mat. Come to half lift. Exhale and fold. Come wide with the arms, press with the feet coming up. Exhaling, mountain pose. Good, all right. And ragdoll or yoga flop. Good, step wide on the mat. Nice wide stance here. Heels are pressed out. Standing up tall. Hands to the hips. Good. Take a big, deep breath in. Hinge into wide-legged forward fold. Ah, yes. Put a little bend in those knees. Let the hands come down wherever they're going to come. And shifting gently from side to side with the hips here. And walk the hands over toward the right foot. Take the bind. Let the head release. Good, release on the right, coming over to the left, to the bind. And releasing the bind, the hands come to center. Let the head move toward the mat. Walk the hands toward the top of the mat and spin the heel closest to the top of the mat. On the heel, spin up on the back toes and back into that high lunge. Release and breathe. This lunge will feel a little different than the first time. And with the left hand on the mat, extend the right arm and open to the right. You can have a block under that left hand if you choose. Remember that surrender thing. Using only what you need to use. And bring the right hand down. Take that breath, settle. And extend the left arm and open to the left. Exhaling, the left hand down. Bring the hands to the inside of that front foot. Turn the toes out. Come to runner stretch. Good. And now walk the hands back toward the center of that wide-legged stance again, spinning on the heel and the toe, or the ball of the other foot. Release into forward fold. Now walk the hands toward the back of the mat, spinning on the heel and the ball of the other foot. That high lunge. For me, it's the right hand on the mat, opening the left arm, extending the left arm, and opening to the left. And now bring the left hand down. Take that breath and settle. Long through the body and the neck. And extend the right arm and open to the right. And exhaling, bring the right hand down, turn the toes out, hands to the inside, runner stretch. And bringing the hands back to center, spin on the heel and the ball of the other foot. Releasing into that forward fold. Walk the hands away, wide-legged down dog. Pressing through the outside edges of both feet. Now walk the hands back in. Turn the fingers between the legs. Fingers point behind you. Walk the hands under the legs. Forward fold. Bringing the hands back under the face. Get long through the spine. Come up on the fingertips here. Pressing the belly toward the mat. Still with just a little bend in those knees. Extend the right arm and open to the right. Bring the right hand down under the face. Extend the left arm, open to the left. Still strong through the body, top of the head to tailbone. Straight line. And bring the left hand down. Release one more time into the forward fold. Now get long through the spine, bring the hands to the hips, elbows to the ceiling, and inhale and come up. Good. Adjust your stance if you need to. Press the thumbs into the hip bones. Let the head drop back, gaze to the ceiling, hips forward. Jut the jaw. And coming back up. Good. My left foot is near the front of the mat. So I'm going to turn my left toes toward the front of the mat. Turn my right toes in. Keeping my shoulders lined up with my heels. My right hip comes a little bit forward, just a bit, into Warrior Two as you bend that front knee. Long stance here. Pressing that front knee to the outside. And bring that back hand down to the thigh or wrap it around the back, lifting the front hand to the ceiling. Coming back to the Warrior Two. Let the shoulders release, staying strong in the warrior. Bring the elbow down to the knee, side angle. Right hand to the ceiling. Really press the bottom ribs toward the thigh here. Looking for a sense of a straight line from the top of the head to the outside edge of that back foot. Coming back to that Warrior Two. Straighten the front leg. Now reach forward, hinging to the side here toward the front of the mat. Bring the left hand or the front hand down to the leg. Triangle. Roll those bottom ribs under. And coming up, bring the hands to the hips, turn the toes to the front, or to the side of the mat, I guess. Take a breath. So my right foot is closer to the back of the mat, so I'm turning my right toes toward the back. Left toes turn in slightly. Hip moves a little bit forward. Shoulders stay square, front to back. Coming up into Warrior Two. One more breath. And now bringing that, my left hand down, right hand to the sky. Back to warrior two. Elbow to the knee, let the hips sink. Lifting my left arm to the sky. And back to warrior two. Straightening the leg, hinging into triangle. And coming back up. Bring the hands to the hips and swing those toes to the front. Take that breath. Now bring the heels to the inside. So the toes are turned out, but the heels are turned in. Coming down to that wide kneed squat. Bring the elbows to the inside of the knees and go as low as you can. Now keeping the spine long, come straight up. Hands in prayer to the heart. And release the hands to the hips and turn the toes toward the top of the mat and step to the top of the mat. Good. Step it out. Everything's great. So find your spot on the floor, bring the weight into your left foot. Bring the hands and arms wide, lift the right knee. And now hinge, taking the right foot back into airplane. Coming up, take that right knee forward and the right foot down. Yeah, that'll do a number on that standing leg. Take a breath. And bring the weight to the right foot. Arms wide, left knee lifts. Hinge into airplane. Coming up, front knee lifts again. And the left knee down and release. And step back with the right foot. We'll move into revolve triangle. And if you want to use a block for this, that's great. Put that block in the center of the mat, or just inside the front, that left foot. Hips square to the front. Lift the right hand to the ceiling. And now hinge. Right hand comes to the block. Get long through the spine. Extend the left arm and open to the left. And bring that left hand down. Bring the hands to the hips. Long spine, come up. And step the right foot up. And step the left foot back. 2 lanes for the feet, makes life easier. And bring the left hand to the ceiling. Hinge. And that left hand can come to the block or your shin, or if you're a Gumby, all the way to the mat. Extend the right arm and open to the right. Wherever you are, you want to do this with a long spine. And bring the right hand down. Put the block to the side, hands to the hips. Come on up. And step the left foot up. Ah, yes, all good. Deep breath in. Let it go. Good. Grounding through the feet, coming into mountain pose. Shoulders back and down, fingers reach. And some people like to turn the palms toward the front. Inhale, the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, float back into that plank. Ah, yes. Take the breath here. Exhale and lower. And bring the hands out in front, palms down. Yeah, bring the forehead to the mat. Next inhale, lift the head, lift the right arm and the left leg. Long neck here. Reaching forward, back through the ball of the left foot. One more deep breath. Exhaling, bring the hand down, the leg down, the forehead to the mat. Inhaling, the head lifts, the left arm lifts, right leg lifts. One more breath. Exhale the hand and the leg down, forehead to the mat. Bring the arms back in, elbows wide, right side of the face to the mat, heels out. And the left side of the face. Good. Bring those elbows in under the shoulders and come into Sphinx. Now the gaze lifts straight ahead. And bring the left elbow or the left forearm across under the face. Come on to the left hip. Let's do a, excuse me, a quad stretch here. Bend the top knee, reach back to the foot. And kick the foot away into half bow. Gazing toward the back of the mat. Strong through that left shoulder. And good. Release the foot, coming back over into Sphinx. Take that breath. And the left forearm across onto, or the right forearm across onto the right hip, bending the top knee. Find that nice, gentle quad stretch. And gently kick the foot away, opening that left shoulder. Good, releasing, coming back over into Sphinx. Take that breath. And now tuck the elbows wide, coming down with the chin to the mat. And the knees are hip width here. Bend both knees. Reach back. Find the feet with the hands. On your next inhale, kick the feet away, coming up into half bow, full bow. One more deep breath. And exhaling, release. And take the right side of the face to the mat. and left side of the face. Good. Hands under the shoulders, curl the toes or knees, up to plank, up to downward dog. And a little hop halfway up the mat, cross the ankles. Coming to that seat. Good, all right. Let's bring the feet halfway in. Come to Navasana. Extend if you choose. This one's a little tricky. Legs wide, hands in prayer reaching toward the front of the mat. Two more deep breaths here. Good, bring the feet together, down to the mat, cobbler pose. And diamond butterfly. Feet out a little bit. Just releasing. Inhale, come up. And bring the knees to the ceiling. Extend the legs. I'm going to come into reverse plank, but you could do reverse table too with the feet halfway in, hands behind the hips. But if you want to do reverse plank, hands come behind the hips. Again, fingers always point to the top of the mat when you're doing this. And as you inhale, you lift. Gaze to the ceiling. Exhaling, coming on down. Bending the knees, hands behind the knees, coming down onto your back. Ah, yes. Turn the palms up, let the toes point out, and just take a breath. Good, all right. Bring the right knee into the chest. Hug that knee in, circle the toes. Draw that knee over and up toward the right shoulder. Really, really drawing that knee in. Reach down over the right hand to the outside edge of that foot and turn the bottom of that foot up to the ceiling. You can grab your pant leg here, grab your ankle or your shin, whatever you need to do. Good. Release the outside edge of that foot and bring the right foot down. Bring the left knee into the chest. Hug it in. Circle the toes. And that knee over and up toward the left shoulder. And the left hand to the outside edge of that foot or the pant leg of the shin, bottom of the foot to the ceiling. And releasing the foot, bring both knees into the chest, both feet straight up. Good, all right. And if you want, you can press with the hands and kind of rock up onto the shoulder blades. Bring the hands to the butt, give a little support. And now release, coming back down with the tailbone, pressing up to the ceiling through both heels. Hands come under the butt, thumbs touch, palms down. Lift the head and the shoulders off the mat. Good, now slowly lower those legs, those strong straight legs down. Point the toes and lift. And flex the feet and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. All right, bring both knees into the chest. Gently rock. And bring both feet down to the mat, arms wide. Let the knees fall to the right, turn your gaze left. And knees to the ceiling, knees left, gaze right. Knees to the ceiling, legs long, arms behind, and now stretch through the right side. Press through the right heel, reach through the right fingers, and release. And now stretch the left side, left heel, left fingers reaching, inhaling. And release. And now both arms and both legs. Inhale deeply. And exhale, release to Savasana. Deep breath in and exhale. Little movements, fingers and toes. Then the knees. When you're ready, coming over to one side, gently pressing up. Good, all right. That's Tuesday practice. Namaste. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you Friday. Be safe.